Namaste. Welcome to the Restful Sleep series. In this recording, we are going to look at grounding and sleep. If you find that you have difficulties falling or staying asleep during a full moon or after doing spiritual work or taking spiritual classes where you come out feeling all fired up, it is very possible that you may need to ground good before you're able to get a restful sleep. And so, a few signs that you may need to ground in order to sleep are you just feel an overwhelming excitement. You may have a racing mind. We'll go over the racing mind in more detail in another recording. But that can be a sign that we could use some grounding. Or we might just feel an electrical charge kind of rushing through us, keeping us awake. And so fortunately, there are a lot of different methods for grounding. One of them involves food and coffee. Granted, chocolate and coffee, very grounding, but not always appropriate at bedtime. And so if you find that you're doing like some massive spiritual work or energy work prior to your evening meal, then perhaps it is good to incorporate certain foods into the evening meal, such as the chocolate, maybe dessert, as long as it's not too late. Potatoes and other root vegetables, very grounding. And, there's also the coffee. Sometimes eating in itself is grounding for us as it activates our inner bodily functions. And it's a way to process components into energy in a way that our body can use it and apply it. All right, so that's the food end. We can carry grounding crystals, or in this case, bring them to bed with us. We could wear them, put them under our pillow, or sometimes even it works to set it on our nightstand if it's not too far from where we're sleeping. Some good grounding crystals are bronzite, hematite, and sometimes the earthy, like brownish ones in general, are grounding. Sheavlings also very grounding and balancing as well. We can also use meditations and visualizations to ground as well. One of the first grounding methods I've learned decades ago now is to just simply put your hands on the floor or ground if you happen to have access to soil. Potted plants work as well. And set our intentions to just send this energy to Gaia, Mother Earth, simply, as an offering or to return it to her. People also find it helpful to be barefoot and to kind of focus on how the floor feels on their bare feet. Or if you have access to the outside world, step barefoot outside. If it is January in Minnesota, like it is here in this moment, potted plants work as well. especially if it's a large pot with a plant in it, or any pot of soil, really. I find it helpful to even step down to the basement and ground down there as I'm kind of, surrounded by stone and soil and whatnot. And then there's also other visualizations and meditations. And so in this next recording, I will share a meditation you can use to ground in bed. Thank you for following along with this Restful Sleep series. If you have not taken a moment to explore the previous videos, I encourage you to do so. If you find these videos interesting, helpful, entertaining, um, kindly give them a like and subscribe to the Blue Star Gaia YouTube page. Thank you very much. Namaste.